All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go for the first time ever. Jerry Flippo on the pole next to Cody Burke. Ryan Ayers and Jesse Gordon on the second row. Edmund Jones, Patrick Pieper on the third row. Richie Joplin and Kirk Marble on the fourth row. Matthew Logan and Christopher White round out the top 10. Andy McLeod, Dylan Schreiner starting 11th and 12th. Chad Ragsdale in 13th. Mark Dantuma starting at 14th. Devin McLeod in 15th. Scott Roney in 16th. Joshua Nichols 17th. Tyler Thomas in 18th. Jeremy Queener in 19th. Brandon Jennings rounds out the top 20. Austin Ruskoff and Cody Kennedy start 21st and 22nd. Ryan Caldwell and Richie Ragsdale 23rd and 24th. Lynn Marble in 25th. Joshua Rudolph in 26th. Alex Harper in 27th. Kyle Reeder in 28th. Garrett Korn makes it in 29th. And David Fernan in 30th. Troy Thomas Jr., Tyler Irwin, Scooter Black, Brandon Anderson, Garrett Barber, Cody Dean, Malachi Martin, and Donald Double D Durant round out the 38-car field at Auto Club. Everybody getting stacked up behind the pace car on pit road. Pace car is rolling. An impressive qualifying lap by Jerry Flippo, his first ever SMR pole. Everybody gets rolling off pit road, stacking up, getting ready for the start. Hey, good evening, Quack. How are you, buddy? Doing good, bud. Everybody coming through turns 3 and 4, stacked up, ready to go. Double D and Malachi Martin did not make the grid. So 36 cars take to the 2-mile oval here tonight. Pace car dives in. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away at Auto Club. And already mid-pack 3 wide. Looks like some of them are actually trying to get 4 wide up through there. Everybody makes it out of turn 2. It's 3 wide at the front for second. It gets a little tight up there at the front. Cody Burke will lead the first lap. Ryan Ayers, Jesse Gordon moved to the high side into 1. Trying to take the lead, Patrick Pieper sits in 4th. Pole sitter Jerry Flippo losing a little ground here in the early going. Edmund Jones right beside him. She's doing good, Quack. Thanks for asking, buddy. Ryan Ayers gets to the lead for the first time tonight. So far, a clean race here at Auto Club. 75 laps. Their fuel window somewhere between 15 and 18 laps. Hey, good evening, Brian. Mid-pack, still a lot of 2 and 3 wide racing. They are spread out for quite a ways around the track. Looks like Brandon Jennings blinking in the middle of the field as he makes his way forward. That could be a problem. We'll have to wait and see. Joshua Nichols up on the high side. Three wide up toward the front. They're battling for about... Whoa! Cody Burke got a bit of a tap going off into one. Ryan Ayers starting to get a little breathing room as Jesse Gordon and Patrick Pieper running for second. Dylan Schreiner back behind. Christopher White also there. Jerry Flippo right behind Matthew Logan, excuse me. Jerry started up front, excuse me. Jerry started up front on the pole, his first ever pole here, but has dropped back to 7th in the early going. Was that an intentional strategy move? Time will tell. Looking through the field, we do have some drivers starting to make their way forward. Scott Roney up 5 spots into 11th. Alex Harper up 5 spots into 22nd. David Farnan up 5 spots into 25th. Definitely a fun track to run at. I can promise you every one of these drivers is having some fun out here tonight, but it's also a challenge. You have to maintain your tires. And the guy who has the freshest tires late in the race is likely the one that's going to be in victory lane. Chad Ragsdale starting to sneak his way up to 8th place. He is on the move as well. As Patrick Pieper goes to the lead for the first time. And Patrick Pieper will lead at the line. Pieper comes in tonight second in points. So every bonus point he can pick up is crucial. Ryan Ayers up on the high side trying to reclaim the lead. Got a little squirrely there coming off turn 2. Pieper slides back in line, gets the draft. He's going for the slingshot underneath. Christopher White now up into third, up 7 spots so far. Matthew Logan now up into fourth, up 5 spots. Right behind him, Dylan Schreiner up 7 spots into fifth. I've seen a few drivers make big runs to the front, then suddenly lose some ground. Scott Roney was up in the top 10 just a moment ago, has now slipped back to 13th. Christopher White, I think he may have gotten the wall in turn 1. Definitely lost some momentum there. Matthew Logan takes advantage, drops to the bottom. Ryan Ayers, Patrick Pieper side by side will give Logan and the rest of the group a bit of an advantage. If they can get single file, they'll run him back down. Still, this lead pack still quite large. Whoa, we've got a car loose out of 2. Devin McDonald had a really wild ride coming off turn 2. Fortunately, everybody around him able to spread out and avoid any damage. Coming out of turn 2, once again down the back straightaway. And we are within the window. We may see a few stops this time by. Some of the guys further back may take the opportunity, although I haven't seen anybody hop in yet. Cody Dean has come in alone. Ryan Ayers back out front. Pieper still in second. I have a feeling when we see pit stops begin, it's going to be in big groups. Some of the guys starting to settle in, not as much side by side for the moment. Cody Dean is on his way back out on track. Looks like a fuel-only stop for Cody. Knowing they got to make 3 to 4 stops, his first stop liable to be fuel only for most of the drivers. And caution! Caution is out for the first time. Perfectly timed caution, but not for Ryan Caldwell and Tyler Thomas. See if we can see what happened here at the back. Oh! The 18 has a problem yet again coming out of turn 4. We saw Devin McDonald have problems a couple laps ago out of turn 2. Now he just drifts up. Oh, the car above came down. And a chain reaction with several drivers. Hey, good evening, Motion TV. All right, they're going to all come in this time. This perfectly timed caution may actually change strategy up in a big, big way. A lot of these drivers may take the opportunity to get 4 tires and fuel. But with a limited number of tires here tonight, it's definitely a balancing act between tires and fuel. And looks like most of the field is doing fuel only here. Ryan Air quickly back out. Looks like fuel only for everybody in the top 14. Christopher White, now back in 15th, did take tires, as did Cody Kennedy. Chad Ragsdale was on pit road for an extended period of time. Looks like Tyler Irwin likely took tires as well. So from about 15th on back, a handful of drivers are going to be on fresh rubber. Likely going to see them charging up through the field very quickly. Auto Club is one of those tracks where tire wear definitely shows up in a big, big way. Lights are out. Everybody stacks back up for the restart. Interesting note, according to our fuel numbers, we should see from here most of the field will need to come in right about the halfway point. Could change strategy up yet again. Here we go, out of turn 4, everybody stacked up, ready to go. Pace car dives in. into the restart zone. Green flag flies. They are back underway. Keep an eye on Christopher White, who has 4 fresh tires. And man, he restarted in 15th, already to 12th, coming by for 11th. Those 4 fresh tires really paying off. Big battles going on all over the track at the moment. Including some 3 wide, almost 4 wide at the line. Jerry Flippo went from the high side to the bottom as they headed off into turn 1, and look who just flew by on the high side. Christopher White now to 5th. Make that 4th. 3rd, 2nd, give him a second, he'll be in the lead. Charging through the field on fresh rubber is definitely a lot of fun, but will he pay for it later on? As Christopher White goes to the lead for the first time tonight. And caution! Caution is back out. Scott Roney involved, and looks like may have been several others. And Christopher White may have just lost connection. That is not good. Let's see if we can see what happened. There's Scott Roney up on the high side into turn 2. Oh, looks like a problem up ahead. Watching Dylan Schreiner in the mid-pack. He is slow out of turn 2. Big slow. Gets a bump from behind, gets into Kirk Marble. A few cars end up off track, but everybody's still going. Christopher White still connected for the moment. Things definitely getting wild out on track tonight. Christopher came into tonight way down in the points, having only completed 2 of the 5 races this season. No top 5s, no top 10s. But a win tonight could put him into playoff contention. Several cars in the back half of the pack have come to pit road. Looks like fuel only for most of them. And I'd be willing to bet Austin Ruskoff will drop back in and top off. Let's see what he does. Coming down to turn 4. Yep. Austin will always take every drop of fuel he can get. It definitely has put him in good positions late in the race more than once. Lights are out. Everybody stacks back up for the restart. And it seems like a good time to get a little bit loud here at Auto Club. When the green flag drops, I'm gonna shut up. You guys crank it up and listen to all that horsepower. Christopher White in control. Ryan Ayers on the high side. Pace car dives to pit road. And here we go. Green flag back in the air. Crank it up, y'all. Well, so much for that. Caution is back out. Looks like may have been a multi-car incident. Let's see if we can see what happened. Looks like mid-pack. Patrick Pieper on the bottom, 3 wide, going into turn. Oh! The car up top comes down, turns Pieper into the wall. And a few cars end up in that mix. But most of the field makes it by clean. Looking at this one from the blimp. Watch the car up. Oh, there was a lot of banging with the top 3. Oh! A few very hard hits. They were trying to go off into turn 1, 5 wide. Unfortunately, the 2 cars up on the wall kind of changed the plan there, but it was gutsy seeing a lot of drivers going 4 and 5 wide on the restart. Christopher White still in the lead. Matthew Logan now to second. Ryan Ayers in third. Joshua Nichols up 13 spots into 4th. But Tyler Irwin, who came out of that mess, made it to the front, up 27 spots to 5th. Chad Ragsdale in 6th. Troy Thomas up 24 spots into 7th. Richie Joplin in 8th. Scooter Black up 23 spots into 10th. Joshua Nichols has brought it to pit road. Looks like he is in for fuel. Lights are out on the pace car. And we're going to try and crank it up one more time for you guys. Let's hope the caution doesn't fly in turn 1 this time. They stack back up behind the pace car, getting ready for the restart. Pace car makes the hard left to pit road. Here we go. Get ready. Crank it up, everybody. They are 4 wide mid-pack throughout the mid-pack. It is just a non-stop dogfight. This is from 10th place on back, and this ain't gonna end well, everybody. 3 and 4 wide. Cody Kennedy dives in to make it 4 wide. Richie Joplin's coming down the track. Whoa, coming out of 4, everybody sliding up. Great driving by everybody back here. These guys are definitely taking some risks here in the early going. Oh, some big bobbling back behind. Everybody holds on to it. Christopher White still in the lead by 2.6 seconds. Fresher tires than anybody else in the top 5 at the moment. But not for long. Tyler Irwin, he's got fresh tires and he is coming to the front. Cody Burke, the points leader, up to 3rd now. And Burke now to 2nd. They're 3 wide back behind. Ragsdale coming up the middle. I think Burke may have given the wall a little kiss there. Garrett Korn, who took 4 tires under the last caution, now up to second, but 3.3 seconds behind the leader. Oh, they are getting busy back behind. Cody Burke and Tyler Irwin were leaning on each other coming through 1 and 2. Christopher White continued to extend his lead at the moment, but Garrett Korn and Tyler Irwin both on fresh tires on the move. Brandon Jennings has made his way up into fourth. Cody Kennedy now up into fifth. Cody Burke in 6th, Chad Ragsdale in 7th, Matthew Logan in 8th, Ryan Ayers in 9th, Drifty Richie Joplin in 10th. That battle from 10th on back has settled down just a hair. Although back here in the mid-teens, they are still fighting it out. Kirk Marble, who was involved in one of the earlier cautions, trying to make his way forward once again. Christopher White out front, continuing to extend his lead, now 3.7 seconds over Garrett Korn. But second and third place, Garrett Korn, Brandon Jennings have 10-lap fresher tires than Christopher White. However, Christopher White with his lead at the moment, and with these guys having to have come through the field, and Tyler Irwin has come to pit road unexpectedly. Garrett Korn, Brandon Jennings have gotten single file. They are closing in. Cody Kennedy reeling them in as well. Patrick Pieper now on fresh tires, starting to move up. Currently in 6th, coming by 5th place, Cody Burke. Christopher White is on pit road. This is his scheduled pit stop. And that will cycle the lead back to Garrett Korn and Brandon Jennings. Troy Thomas Jr. also came in. Scooter Black also on pit road, along with Tyler Thomas and Ryan Ayers. Nobody can go the distance from here on fuel. Devin McDonald making his way forward, as is Lynn Marble. Lynn, who was involved, got caught up in one of the earlier incidents, has fought his way back up to 7th place after starting in 25th, one of Lynn's best runs so far. And at the moment, Lynn Marble is the fastest car on track. Starting to see some more 3-wide battles back behind. Jesse Gordon trying to fight his way back to the lead lap. Mark Dantuma is on pit road. He brings Chad Ragsdale with him. Dylan Schreiner also has come to pit road. He is on his way out. Cody Kennedy has now gotten to 3rd. Pieper on his bumper in 4th. Devin McDonald back in 5th. Cody Burke in 6th. Lynn Marble in 7th for the moment. Seeing a lot more tire changes under this pit stop. Now, we've talked all night about the tire wear and the difference in the speed. Garrett Corn's fastest lap of 40.63. That time by 42.38. Well over a second and a half slower after just 17 laps. Cody Kennedy has come to pit road. Jeremy Queener, Austin Ruskoff, Andy McLeod on their way out. Also, Richie Joplin, Edmund Jones coming in together. Jesse Gordon about to unlap himself. Jesse currently in 17th. This is the most we have seen Jesse struggle this season. Cody Burke has come to pit road. Ryan Caldwell also in. Cody has not taken tires yet tonight. Doesn't look like Caldwell has either. This might be their only stop of the night, as Jesse Gordon just put himself back on the lead lap. It looks like this may be the only tire change for Cody Burke tonight. We have seen him use this strategy quite a few times. Patrick Pieper, Brandon Jennings, Richie Ragsdale, Joshua Nichols, Joshua Rudolph, Scott Roney, several more are in. Now remember, they do not have enough fuel to go the distance. They will need one more stop anytime after lap 60 as Garrett Korn goes in. Lynn Marble's going to follow him. And Christopher White may reclaim the lead. Garrett Korn on his way back out, but it does look like Christopher White will pick up the lead with 26 laps to go. Lynn Marble on his way out as well. At the moment, Christopher White has a 3 1/4 second lead over Patrick Pieper. Jesse Gordon has cycled back around into third. Jesse was at the back most of the early race and suddenly has himself up here in a podium position. Garrett Korn in fourth. Ryan Ayers currently in fifth. Although due to Ryan Ayers' sponsor... Oh, we've got a wreck out of turn 4 right on the front stretch. Caution! "25 laps to go. The caution is out." And did this trap anybody a lap down? Let's see if we can see what happened. Cody Burke back behind. And there's the spinning car. Oh! Looked like Kirk Marble may have got a piece of it. Let's look at Kyle Reeder as he comes out of turn 4. Oh, they were leaning on each other. He gets loose, bounces up to the wall. Cody Burke, Kirk Marble barely missed that. Wow. Kyle Reeder did take it to pit road. Drivers can top off on fuel here, but they will still need a little bit more fuel to go the distance. And Christopher White leading him in. Pieper stays out. Christopher White took fuel only last time. Will he take that final set of tires right now? Several cars in. Right sides are up. Right side's going up on a lot of cars. It does look like everybody that came in this time went ahead and took tires. It has been a very clean night here at Auto Club. Very few cautions. Will that change after this restart? Patrick Pieper is down on the apron. He is likely conserving fuel. Unless he is going to bring it in this time. Nope. But he is going to stay down on the apron, looks like, to conserve fuel. Nope, came back up the track. Jerry Flippo, who started on the pole, now back up into third. Christopher White, who came in from the lead, now back in 10th. I bet we see a pretty big charge out of him. And most of the field back behind him took at least 2 tires. So we are liable to see a lot of action from 10th on back, as all of them try and make their way to the front. Lights are out on the pace car. Everybody stacked up, ready to go. Still 30 cars on the lead lap as the pace car dives in. And here we go. Green flag back in the air. 20 to go. And Garrett Korn has a problem on the restart. Looked like Garrett just spun the tires a little bit. Allowed Jerry Flippo to jump ahead. Garrett Barber comes on the high side. They are 3 wide for third at the moment. Edmund Jones now up in the mix. Ryan Ayers, Devin McDonald up in the mix. What a comeback for McDonald after his early problems getting loose. He has fought his way back to the top 5. And Jerry Flippo has fought his way back into the lead. Flippo out ahead, has some clean air as they battle back behind. Devin McDonald makes his way into second, but don't look now, here comes Christopher White. And here comes a mess of cars back behind. And there is another mess of cars from about 15th on back. All of them trying to fight back to the front. Jerry Flippo definitely does not want to look in his mirror. Christopher White now takes second place. About 9/10 of a second back. Edmund Jones has made his way up into 5th. Richie Joplin now in 6th. And Alex Harper out of nowhere, up 19 spots, now into 8th and on the march. Jerry Flippo's lead is starting to shrink rapidly. Christopher White's tires about 8 laps newer. And everybody is within the fuel window to go from here. Devin McDonald still holds on to 3rd. Garrett Barber now in 4th. Richie Joplin in 5th. Edmund Jones, Alex Harper, and Andy McLeod battle it out for 6th on back. Points leader Cody Burke lurking back in 10th place. We've definitely seen Cody struggling here tonight. As Christopher White tries to take the lead back. Down the front straightaway, the fresher tires likely going to prevail in turn 1. Patrick Pieper on his way back out. As Christopher White reassumes the lead with 14 laps to go. Still a battle from 5th on back. Kirk Marble now up into 5th, but a 3-wide battle for 6th, 7th, and 8th. And Cody Burke suddenly back up in the mix and slicing through traffic. Burke now up into 7th place, trying to make his way to the front. As Jerry Flippo has reclaimed the lead from Christopher White. And that battle is allowing Devin McDonald and Richie Joplin to close in. Mark Dantuma has come to pit road to top off on fuel. Christopher White reclaims the lead coming into turn 4. But Flippo back to the high side. White's coming in. He cannot make it on fuel. Jerry Flippo also cannot make it. He had pitted even earlier. Edmund Jones a little out of shape coming out of turn 2, losing some ground. Cody Kennedy now at 14 spots into 8th. Several more cars headed in. Jerry Flippo, Richie Joplin, Garrett Korn, Dylan Schreiner are in. And Devin McDonald takes the lead for the first time tonight. Patrick Pieper has just come by the leader, put himself back on the lead lap. Pieper came to pit road shortly after the restart. Should be good to go on fuel. Cody Burke is now up into second place. He topped off on fuel lap 54. Don't think he can go the distance, but you never know with Cody Burke. Cody Kennedy now back up into fifth with Kirk Marble on his bumper. Andy McLeod in seventh, Richie Ragsdale in eighth, Matthew Logan in ninth, Chad Ragsdale currently in 10th. Christopher White currently leads the cars that have come into pit road. He's back in 20th, but he can make it on fuel, as Cody Burke is going for the lead. The defending champ and current points leader has kept quiet all night long, has hung out in the top 10, sometimes outside of the top 10, and has finally made his way back to the lead. But can he make it 6 more laps on fuel? This is likely to be very, very close for a few drivers if they decide to try and stretch it. Jeremy Queener now in second, Devin McDonald in third. If McDonald can finish in third, that'd be one heck of a comeback. No, McDonald is headed in. 5 to go. And now it's a question of who can make it to the end. Cody Burke in the lead, Jeremy Queener in second, Edmund Jones in third. Cody Kennedy in fourth, Kirk Marble in fifth. Cody a bit slow coming out of turn 4. Jeremy Queener almost to his back bumper. Some of these guys have to believe they can make it on fuel. They were likely saving every drop under caution. Being extra careful on the throttle. And 3 laps to go. David Farnan has come to pit road. Jeremy Queener starting to lose ground on the leader. Edmund Jones way back behind. Two laps to go here for Cody Burke. Does he have the fuel to hold them off? This would be Cody's second win of the season thus far. Jeremy Queener would get his first podium of the season. Edmund Jones likely to move up the points. And here we go. White flag flies one more time around. Who has the fuel and the speed to make it to the end? Jeremy Queener is slow, back behind. He is on the apron. He has likely run out of gas. Cody Burke down the back straightaway, adds into 3 and 4. And here he comes out of turn 4. I don't believe it. He made it to the end. Cody Burke wins at Auto Club. Edmund Jones brings it home in second, and Chad Ragsdale brings her home in third. And I'm willing to bet some of these guys will limp it back to the start-finish line. Well, our third place driver isn't available, so let's talk to second place, Edmund Jones. Edmund, how much fuel did you have left?
I am out. I was out coming out of turn 4.
Well,
so I actually have Alex sitting here trying to push me back over to the start-finish for us. Looks like I got a Ruskov here to do it for me.
Well, it definitely got very, very close for you guys at the front, but you saw everybody else going in and decided not to come in, not to top off. You just took the chance, and it paid off.
Yeah, it's one of those that I learned from the GOAT, Mr. Austin Edwards, and, you know, fuel saving is key, and I don't know how I did it. Honestly, I really don't. But, you know, hey, we'll take a podium. Especially when I haven't finished. Haven't finished a race with SMR yet. So, goes from really bad to, hey, we're on the podium.
Well, great job, buddy. Congrats.
Thanks, buddy.
And now we have third place, Chad Ragsdale. Chad, I have to ask, how much fuel did you have left?
As I crossed the line for the checker flag, I ran out.
You guys were cutting it very, very close tonight.
Oh yeah, if you ask Cody, the last time we had an Xfinity Series championship, I almost won by saving fuel. I just didn't save enough.
Well,
so I always try to. Go ahead.
I was just saying, it looks like everybody took a lesson from your playbook tonight.
Oh yeah, I always try to stretch it on fuel, and I always seem to come up short some nights. And I'm just finally glad I was able to make some luck and get a podium out of it.
Well, man, it definitely worked great. You had a ton of speed all night too, but had the drops of fuel when it mattered. Congrats, bud.
Thank you.
And finally, our winner, Cody Burke. Cody, I have to say, the first half of the race, actually the first 2/3 of the race, you weren't even really in contention, and then when it comes down to it, you just magically appear at the front. I can't hear you. Are you muted or something?
How about now?
Oh, I got you now.
Yeah, that was an interesting one. I had a game plan again, not to run 100%, forced myself to run like 75% for the first 3/4 of the race. And I mean, I didn't think it was going to work out. One more caution would have killed me. Actually, almost every caution in this race killed me, but it worked out. I'm pretty good at saving fuel, so that kind of the way I was hoping it would go those last 20 laps.
Well, it definitely worked out in your favor. You came charging by late in the race and made it to the end. On how much fuel did you have left at the line?
I had 0.7, so about 3/4 of a lap left.
Oh, wow. That was the most of anybody up there at the front. So that was definitely great fuel conservation tonight, man. Great job. Congratulations.
Thank you. Hope one of these races we can just run 100% and see how it ends up. But hey, it worked out.
Well, great job, bud.
Thank you.
Cody Burke wins again. Hey! Good evening to Just Kiki, and sorry, Jason, you missed it, buddy. Hope everybody had as much fun as we did. Don't forget, tomorrow night at 7:30 Eastern, Jones BS Racing is back. That will be a lot of fun. I can promise you that, and a big week of racing ahead. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody.